What is going on, traders? Welcome back to a brand new video. Celestin Capital here, and we are back with a weekly outlook. This week is looking pretty clean. We have a couple pairs that we're going to go ahead and analyze. I've already got them marked out. I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I'm looking for to happen to these pairs in order for me to get into the trade. We're going to go ahead and start with GU. We've got a couple pairs, probably 6, 7 pairs that we're looking into. Now, the only problem is that GCAD and GA are very nice pairs that I cannot trade on futures. All right, I cannot trade them on futures, but the other pairs I can trade on futures, like GU, AU, EU. So I can trade those on futures. So I'm going to go ahead and analyze the ones that I can trade on futures. Excuse me. On GU, weekly is officially bearish. Last week or this week actually, because today is the 12th, which is Friday. This week, before all of this, before CPI, the weekly was already bearish. Just off of this, where was it? There was a break right here that caused the weekly to be bearish. And I think it was down here somewhere. The weekly was bearish before then, and I anticipated that at some point the daily and 4 hour are going to follow suit because again, the weekly time frame drags the lower time frame, the monthly time frame drags the lower time frame, the weekly, daily, so on and so forth. All right, the higher time frames drag the lower time frames where they want to go. All right, it's just as simple as that. The weekly was bearish, but the daily and 4 hour bullish. Now I tried to catch buys up to, well, I caught a couple buys up to the weekly time frame. And the last one I got stopped out, which was on CPI. Got completely stopped out of that. And that was the move that we needed in order for the daily and the 4 hour to go bearish. Now the daily, completely bearish. 4 hour, completely bearish as well. Now the daily stopped right here. This is my daily. Why isn't this? Oh, okay. Let me unplug this really quick. Give me 1 sec. It should be good now. There we good. All right. So the daily's bearish. You can see, boom, boom. 4 hours bearish, clear as day. Now, what I'm looking for is a retracement to an area of interest, either on, well, this was what I was looking for previously, but these moved down after the move today. Now I'm looking for beautiful, beautiful retracement back to here. So either looking for something like this to continue to the downside. Excuse me. I got to sneeze. To the downside, or we may come up. There it goes. Oh, bless me. Or we may come up a little more and sell from there. But this is the only target zone that I have for now. Well, you can actually mark this as a target zone. This is pretty clean as well. Right up here. This is very clean. So we've got 1 and 2, area of interest, 1 area of interest, 2. Now I'm simply waiting for a retracement to area of interest to continue to the downside. We can see on the 4 hour, we have our lower high over here. We have our lower low down here. Or is it? Give me this. Lower low down here. So all we're looking for is for price to retrace back up here and continue selling. Simple. On SPX, everything is bullish besides, well, the daily and the weekly were bullish, but now the daily has broken structure to the downside. If we look at the weekly, where are we? Still bullish. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a close call. Weekly still bullish, but the daily and 4 hour definitely bearish. You can see right after this push up right here, we pushed up and then we broke structure to the downside. So if we were to mark this up, the daily right here and right over here. All right, if we go down to the 4 hour, we'll take this as our lower high and we'll take this as our lower low. Boom. All we're simply waiting for is potentially a retracement. I can see the weekly pushing to the downside and going bearish as well. So we're going to look for a retracement back to somewhere over here. We no longer want this one over here. Either there or there are a couple other spots that we can look to catch a sell from. This is clean as well. So either right here or up here, we're looking for sells on SPX. On AU, it's pretty much the same thing as GU. AU was probably, AU and GU were the cleanest this week. Super clean trades this week. Daily. We'll take this right here as a daily. Daily, everything is bearish on AU. Everything is bearish every time frame. Weekly, daily, 4 hour. Now, what we're simply waiting for is a retracement back to either right here. This will be clean. Or somewhere a little higher, somewhere up here. We can even go up here somewhere. We drop to the 4 hour, we can see very clean zones. Very clean zones. So we'll look for a shift of structure at those zones. If we were to mark out our lower high, lower low, simple, boom, boom. All right, that's AU. EU, pretty much the same thing as GU and AU. Everything went bearish on EU as well. Daily time frame, we've still got the high and the low right over here. Boom. Clean. Let me go ahead and delete this timer or this alert. Couple spots on EU. Look for retracement. Oh, there's a lot of spots on EU. EU has a lot of room to maneuver, so we've got a couple spots that we could retest on EU. So we'll look for one of those spots. I usually like to have about two. More than two is usually overkill, but yeah, these two zones, 1 or 2. We'll look to continue selling from there. All right, that is EU. So EU, GU, AU, all looking for shorts on those. NASDAQ. NASDAQ was pretty much in consolidation for me this week. Weekly still bullish. Boom. A daily still bullish. This is the last high up here. This is the last low. Price just consolidated in between here the last couple of days too. So there's something up here. Oh no, I guess there's not. So price has been choppy on the NASDAQ. So this is the daily low. This is the daily high. Everything in between here that hasn't closed is just consolidation. All right, you can see we wicked above, but we never closed. All right, so the daily is in consolidation. Still bullish. And the 4 hour, let's take a look. 4 hour boom, 4 hour bearish. So we still have the lower high and the lower low on the 4 hour. So what I'm waiting for is the 4 hour to go bullish. So I'm looking for the 4 hour to make its way up here, break this last 4 hour high, retest to continue to the upside. So you can see here, waiting for 4 hour to go bullish before I go ahead and take a trade, or waiting for a daily / weekly shift of structure. Yeah, mostly bullish on NASDAQ, but depending on how the daily closes, I could possibly look for sells. NASDAQ is probably not going to be in the books this week, so I'm not going to put a green. I'm going to put a green. Oh, well, we'll do that after. Gold is beautiful, 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 absolutely beautiful. Gold has been pushing to the upside. Gold has been absolutely pushing to the upside. Gold is already in the zone. So as soon as market opens, I'm going to be looking for setups. I'm going to be looking for setups on gold because it's in the zone right now, 4 hour zone. It closed within the zone today. We'll go ahead and look for higher low. Higher low right there. As long as the 4 hour holds, it doesn't close below, this will be very clean. You can see simple break and retest. This was the previous. It broke that. Now it's retesting this zone. So I'm just looking for my setup to continue to the upside. Simple as that on gold. Let me delete this. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this line either. We're just basically depending this on 4 hour structure. So we're in the zone right now, just looking for a shift of structure at this point. Let's see what we got on gold. Yeah, still waiting for a shift of structure. This is the last high on the 15 minute. So we'll see what price wants to do when it opens on Sunday night. Silver. Silver, I'm bullish as well. It's a weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4-hour bullish. Simply waiting for setup on silver for price action setup. As long as it holds below this higher low right over here. This is the higher high right over here. I don't need this. Let's see the daily. Where are we at on the daily? Daily's ugly. I'm not even gonna put daily lines. Disgusting. Simply looking for shift to structure. Let's see. So we missed that zone. Now the last zone to retest is about right here. So all we need price to do is shift structure on this 4-hour zone. We'll see if we get that. As long as it doesn't break below here, we're good. We're still looking for buys. We've got oil, weekly bullish, daily bullish. Let's see the daily. Yeah, daily is definitely bullish. Boom. 4-hour bearish. Let's see. Okay. So the last lower high. And we have lower low. Price never closed above or below either of these. So simply waiting for the 4-hour to go bullish before taking buys on oil. Looking for something like that. Price to make its way up, retest, give us our price action setup somewhere over here, and continue to the upside. I thought the 4 hour was going to close after this wick. Well, when the candle was forming, but price ultimately closed all the way down here. So we'll wait to see. This is probably not going to be in the books either. I'm not going to mark that green. Oh, yeah, GCAD and GA. I'm not going to mark those up just because we can't trade those anyway. So top pairs on the list next week. We've got GU. Let me see. SPX. Do we want to do SPX? We'll add SPX. But that's going to be in last place. We definitely have EU. Nope, I want green. And AU, as well as we're going to do gold. Gold at the top of the list just because it's at the zone already. Gold and silver. All I'm going to do is look for the best setup. All I'm looking for is the best setup. All right. 1 trade a week, 2 trades a week. That's all you need. So top pairs for next week. Gold, silver, GU, EU, AU. Those are the 5 pairs. SPX, probably not going to trade that. I'll leave that. I'll leave it green, though, just to see what happens, because it's pretty clean. But, the other ones above it are very clean. Very, very clean. Spot on. So those are the top pairs for this week, this upcoming week, the week of 4-14. All right, April 14th. So hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the pairs that I have for next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this weekly outlook. I'll continue to provide weekly outlooks. I know I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to continue to make them for you guys. So, and also for myself, just so I'm on top of things as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys in the next video.